Child in a family that came from New York to Vermont, and I had very unique and different parents that were very funny, very creative. But something happened since I was born, and my dad became a victim of police brutality when I was 9. That I also got hurt that night, and I don't know. It just seems like none of us ever really recovered, and for my parents, it's just getting worse. They live in Section 8, and they come at me. They're my ops now. They slander me on the internet. My dad heard the last time he punched me, and then tried to choke me out, and I didn't want to fight him. But so it seems like the mind flayer has kind of taken my family. I think I'm the only one that isn't addicted to something. I do be eating though. I do be eating and hiding on my phone, so I'm sure I'm not exempt. But even though I can't have a relationship with my family in this world, I have dreams where I'm able to speak to them because they live in isolation. So I can't get them in this plane, but I can get them in my dreams. And I had a dream, and then I usually wake up crying. And the last dream I had last night, my dad and I stormed my ex's dream like it was a castle, and we walked in like soldiers, like an old Irish, or maybe just like tribal monkeys or something, or polar bears. Walked into her dream and met her, and my dad hung out with her grandma, and I hung out with her, so I got to see her and I got to hug her again, which hadn't happened, and I haven't seen her in years now. And she has a kid, but she wasn't with her kid. She was with another guy and a girl who were kind of managing, like keeping her from going crazy. And she was listening to dubstep, and she was dancing and freaking out on a bunk bed on the top bunk in a white room. Her grandma was just standing in the doorway talking about um, singing along to like songs about sex. And my dad was like, "That's real classy, Susan. It's real classy, Graham." And then my dad and I didn't like it, so we went back to Haystack Mountain, and we just sat there at night talking about building a gazebo or a deck together. And I woke up crying.